Now we have to learn about how to find the equation of a line. There's a couple of ways we have to do this and a couple of tricks, hopefully, that you can use to your advantage. So our objectives are, first of all, we want to be able to write the equation given slope and y-intercept. We've done that. You'll see it's easy. Next, how to find the equation of a line if I give you a slope and a point that's on the line. Then how to find the equation of a line where I give you 2 points, and then the equation of a vertical or a horizontal line. Those last two are kind of new. So you all know the slope-intercept form, y equals ax plus b. And the concept is a is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Well, we're going to just take the equation of a line, and I'm going to give you two pieces of information. Slope is 5, y-intercept 3, -3, and ask you to write the equation of that line. So you take the slope-intercept form and just fill in what you have to replace. The a gets replaced with 5, and the b gets replaced with -3. Now you simplify your answer. We don't like the double signs there. Y equals 5x minus 3. Should not be a problem, I hope. And you still have to be able to do this, though. You will be tested on this kind of skill. Next, a little bit tougher. I'm going to give you the slope, and I'm going to be giving you a point on the line. So you take your basic form, y equals ax plus b, and in this case, you replace in the a and the x and the y, the ordered pair x and y, okay, which is just going to fall into place in that equation. And the unknown value, b, is what we need to determine. So to solve for b, you multiply out those brackets, you bring it to the other side. Remember to change to the opposite sign. And then you add the terms together. The final step, though, the answer is not what is b. The answer is what is the equation. And so it's 3x plus 13. Y equals 3x plus 13. The next question asks you to find the equation of a line just given the 2 points. So this one has one more step involved where we actually have to first find the slope. So you know the formula. And by the way, we're using the letter m this time, okay? Just because I couldn't fix my PowerPoint for the equation editor. Long story. But anyways, okay, so m is equal to 7 minus 2. That's the second y minus the first y over 5 minus -1. That's the second x minus the first x. You should have this down clear, okay? Simplify, watch out for double negatives. Now we take the form y equals ax plus b, and we're going to plug in an x, a y, and an m. Now it doesn't matter which x and y you use, okay? In this case, I'm just going to use the first point, -1, 2, and you put those in place, and you're going to solve for b. So same deal as before. Don't get bothered by the fraction. Don't mess it up. Just bring it to the other side. Use your ABC button on your calculator to determine the value of b. And like again, your answer is not b. Your answer is the equation y equals, in this case, ax plus b, which is 5/6 x plus 17 over 6. This is a skill. You're going to have to practice this a few times to get the hang of it. But this is what we're aiming at for the next couple of classes. And again, you only replace the m and the b when you do this equation, right? Don't replace the x and the y. Horizontal and vertical lines are exceptional cases, all right? When you do a vertical line equation, it's always just going to be x equals a number. So if my ordered pair is TP, then the equation is going to be x equals t for a vertical line. And it will look like that. And if it's a horizontal line going through t comma p, okay, it's going to have the equation y equals p, in this case, a horizontal line going through that point. And so the equation of these things, x equals 2 for the vertical, right, if you can count on the graph, and for the horizontal, it's going to be y equals 3. That's it, okay? Vertical line doesn't have a y in it. A horizontal line doesn't have an x in it. Okay, so how does it work? Okay, so if I ask you the equation of a horizontal line given a point, you just have to say, okay, you know the horizontal slope is 0, the equation is y equals a number, and in this case, y equals -2. That's it. When the equation is asked for a vertical line going through, let's say, the point 4, 7, the form is going to be, well, it's vertical, slope's undefined. The equation is always going to be x equals a number. In this case, x equals 4. Okay? That's all there is. Hopefully you guys can just, remember. Vertical line is x equals a number. Horizontal line is y equals a number. And the last question we're going to talk about now is something we've talked about before. Some of you guys still need some practice on this. If I ask you for the slope and y-intercept of a line, put it into the y equals ax plus b format. In this case, the easiest way is to bring the 5y to the other side, so it will be positive. The 1 comes back to the left as negative, and then you divide all three terms by 5 to get the y isolated. The slope is the coefficient of x, and the y-intercept is the constant term. There's your equation, and so you just, spit your answer out for the slope and the y-intercept. Hopefully not too complicated, and good luck.